That's really important for like progressing how you learn.
Prog is bullshit.
It is though, isn't it? If that's what it's going to take.
I got stuck in prog.
Man, I'm full behind it for the
In prog.
It's therapeutic, isn't it?
Prog is bullshit. It is progressive because let's say you have 5 slots. And you're creating the layers, right? And you're actually progressing, and then you're deprogressing.
I believe so too, and that's why prog is bullshit. Because if you want to condense prog into musical, like the most simple musical terms, it's just a series of notes that works together.
Well, you see, I always thought that prog means prognosis.
Yeah, how could it be?
Like, you know, when you said prog is bullshit, I like prognosis, like.
So as a genre, probably hip hop is the most progressive out there.
Yeah, Australian
or
dance
Brazilian,
music.
they love their prog.
Some are traditional, and then some have that prog aspect, which is like that shuffle.
I think this is the best explanation of prog that I have heard. So
I'm gonna play prog later.
I'm just really happy Misha was happy with our description of prog, you know, like.
So basically, I can tell to an organizer, right, of an event that I play prog.
Yeah.
Basically, I can play.
You're hired.
I can play.
I play prog.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Prog is an intro, mate.
Like, it's your no, but.
That's good. Hey. We got it. We nailed it.
Prog is bullshit.
Alright, shout out Solid Professor, thanks for having us. Shout out Dr Tiaz, my new best friend. This one goes out to everyone. Probably shouldn't touch the mic anymore, I've been informed. Alright. Live on a Sunday night in Bruce. You're welcome.
Stay well self-medicated to sleep later.
I guess the problem is I don't like all the lines. I ride blindsided by my own sleight of hand with the ghost mic. I suppose it's time I raise a toast to the rhyme life. No one saw me as I glided on the time slide. I guess the issue is I don't trust my own eyes. Fine line between what we love and what we might like. I believe there's nothing really gained inside the limelight. No one ever heard me as I filed down the sidelines. I guess the pickle is I'm trying to live within the zeitgeist, trying to find the right time. Left bright minds choking on their spice wine. I concede everyone seems poised to strike their ally if the price right. Wait. Release.
Keep data. Stay well self-medicated to sleep later.
I sleep later now, I'm an awakened beast now. Watch as I flip the sunset to the east, then reverse and repeat just to really free the speech. Welcome to the time where we mine for information. Welcome to the slave ship. Race ain't an equation, we all know who the mage is. The one with the robe, modern day chalk the pavement all over the globe. I know the sides of it. Too many idolizing it like they idolize a kind of script. Like Coen Brothers do the trip. It's all how we perceive it though. So I'll just move on before the freak show goes and the glow in us is all done. The data wars are coming, son.
Stay well self-medicated to sleep later.
To sleep later.
Keep data. To sleep later. Stay well self-medicated. Keep data. To sleep later. You hear it when you to sleep later. Keep data. To sleep later. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell you.
Everyone.
You meditate and keep data.
Prog is bullshit.
Hello, everybody.
What is going on, bro?
This is Prog is Bullshit podcast. Episode 7.
Oh, is it 7?
This is episode 7. So, hello everybody who is listening or watching. Just to those who are listening, to remind that this podcast is available in both formats, in audio on Spotify and other platforms, and also in video on YouTube. So we have 2 guests with us. I'm your host, Solid Professor. Guys, please introduce yourselves.
Hey guys, my name's Matthias, aka DJ Tiaz. I'm here with Misha tonight. Thanks for the invite. And we're on episode PROG is Bullshit. So let's hop right into it.
Yeah.
What's going on,
I'm
bro?
Angus.
Hey.
Yeah. And aka Whomples. And yeah, it's good to be here. Thanks for having us, Solid.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.
How about we cheers? We should all cheers.
Cheers, guys. It's great to have you. So,
thanks for having us.
Once again, Dr Tiaz and Whomples.
Crumples.
How?
Whomples.
Oh, Whomples.
No, you can say it however you like.
Shit, I had it wrong the whole
Should we really restart or something?
No.
Whomples.
Whomples.
So, Whomples, what sort of music do you play? Or is it producer name, a DJ project?
That's my DJ name, really.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I rap under it as well. More in a sort of live performance kind of setting for my whole time. Which is why I don't have anything out right now. Yeah. So I can't link you to my social media and stuff because it's not there.
I know, but you've been building your internal database, right?
Oh, I'm always writing music and I'm always like recording stuff and messing with stuff and so you know I'll play as Whomples. It's fine.
Yeah, Whomples.
At the end of the day, it'll all come together. You know, like you'll make your own music. You'll produce it, but now you've learned all these instruments. How many instruments? So,
guys, that's the question I wanted to both ask you. So, yes, how many instruments?
Probably
do you play?
Only really guitar and vocals are the ones that I've really sunk myself into.
Wow. How about you, mate? How many instruments do you play?
Man, like I love instruments. You know me.
How many do you play?
I can play all of them because like all it takes is just like a little tutorial.
So, how many have you played?
I've played I try to make a sound on any instrument that I pick up, you know. But my journey as a repairman, I actually fix those instruments.
But actually play, like properly play, like you can play instruments. How many?
It depends. Like, so I'm a very technical person.
You can play one right here.
So,
100.
but there is no such thing because I'm a technical person, right? So I am in a different category. If someone gives me like a score, you know, like with chords, with notes, then I can quickly nut it out, C, D, G, you know, like what the progression is, and boom, easy.
Progression. I like that word.
Progression.
That's what we call it, you know. Like, you know. So I love guitar. Like I started on guitar and. So, you know, like, I play a lot of instruments, man. Like,
so what was the most weirdest instrument that you've ever played?
The weirdest instrument?
That's a good question, man.
So this one time I'm in China, and this one time...
I think, put the headphones on. No, I'm serious.
Sorry.
No, I'm serious. Put them on.
No, it's fine. I don't need headphones.
Okay. Just do shoot
so the weirdest instrument I've played, I don't know if it's weird, but it was super cool. This one time I'm in China, and this instrument's called a erhu, and it has 2 strings. Erhu.
It's like a sort of violin thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a violin, but
it's an upright one.
Yeah, upright, 2 strings. It has 2 strings, and the bow.
Cool, man.
But the bow actually sits inside the 2 strings.
You're right.
So you can't take the bow out. Like it's
cool.
So.
Yeah, I swear I've seen a guy busking with one of those in Sydney one time in a tunnel.
Oh, that's sick.
It's cool, old Asian guy. It was really good. Yeah, I'll have one. Why not?
PROG is bullshit.
Poncho Fox, we're gonna. By the way, Poncho Fox, what is it? This is this.
That's the absinthe.
Absinthe. So that's what we've got. That's what we've got left.
40%.
We've had some gin, but we ran out. So,
nice.
But in the meantime, while
It's just
Poncho
it's a
Fox,
supply issue.
Yeah. So while we're working it out, we've got the absinthe out, and we'll have
I'd love to have a shot.
have a shot of it a bit later,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
Just a little one.
Just a bit later.
Yeah.
Just a little one a bit later. I think we're all gonna have a shot.
Well, the absinthe is great, but I'm actually usually drinking the 60 to 70% absinthe.
Yeah.
And you actually, you get a sugar cube,
Yeah.
you dip it in the absinthe, and then you
Yeah.
light it, and it
Yeah.
melts the sugar, like just,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get that
crystallizes.
nice minty
You don't-
taste.
you don't
It's a
necessarily
nightcap.
need
You don't drink it all night.
can
And then you
also-
light it. You know how you light it as well?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
You can
cool.
also have like a bit of a pile of sugar instead of a sugar cube.
Yeah, but the sugar cube is like apparently the
Yeah,
OG
of course
method.
it is.
Like when I saw the sugar cube
yeah.
method, I was like, this is
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and it burns really nicely. So the fire is what really impressed me.
Yeah.
You know?
This is why I like whiskey though, because you just put it on ice and then you're done.
Yeah.
Like, there's a beautiful simplicity to that.
Yeah.
The absinthe ritual, it's fun. But,
So
you know.
you guys, how long have you been playing instruments? Gus, what about you?
Let me think.
Me, well, I've been playing for about like near on 17 years now. Guitar, anyway.
Nice.
Mostly guitar. So I like to do a lot of open tuning stuff and like slappy, picky stuff. And yeah.
What about you?
So I started music in 2001. That is like when I pretty much started music class at school. But my
Yeah.
dad was a musician. He used to play double bass.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
double bass is a nice instrument.
So as a kid, I grew up watching my dad play double bass.
Sick.
Every morning while I was going to before school, eating breakfast. He's practicing like. But like how the stories like then I was like put on to learn instruments, but like I wasn't really interested.
Yeah.
I was like playing violin as well. Like if I put in that extra effort, but.
Yeah, but you're more interested in sound as a whole, like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
more interested in just running around and being hyperactive instead of like concentrating and focusing on learning a skill, like solely.
But
So,
then, sort of, you seem to have learned all of those skills.
yeah,
Yeah.
How
in
did
the-
that happen? How did that happen? That you can play.
Well, you see,
that
that's
you
the
learn to
self-development. That's a self-development method. But there is no like true fundamentals of like the music.
Yeah.
Like when people actually learn classical music, like how to read music, sheet music, time signatures, like a lot of people are stuck in their mind and they have like their time signature. So it's like when I get on drums, on a
Yeah.
drum kit, I always play this beat because that's like my signature drum kit beat, that's like what I've learned and I've evolved that.
Yeah.
But the time signature, being able to just like switch it and swap it up and yeah, so so there's aspects where if you don't learn properly, you miss out. But it takes
Yeah,
time
for
to
sure.
develop. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm coming from the other school of learning, and it's mostly by ear and mostly by rote.
Yeah. By ear.
Yeah, and just you learn grooves at certain points too,
Yeah.
and the grooves feel right,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
why I'm so attracted to blues and hip hop
Yeah.
because it's kind of like the same everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it translates like the Russian stuff you had on earlier. Still
Yeah.
sounds like legit to me.
Legit.
Even though I'm not getting the words, I'm getting the flows.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm getting the production.
Yeah.
And I'm getting that that rawness that is why I like those.
What you're getting is the repetition, yeah? So
Yeah.
you're actually predicting, right? Because you already hear and you know how the beat's going, so that gives you, and that's the same thing, you're playing guitar, repetition, different chords, it's the groove. Once
Yeah.
you find that groove, it's like, awesome, man, Like,
Yeah.
you gotta find that loop, it's the magic 4 chords, and that's like how you make the best song in the world.
There's just so many ways to play them though.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
what's so interesting about
Yeah.
is that like one night you might play it this way, but then another night you're going to play it another way, especially if you're playing with other people.
Yeah.
Like you're playing with bass players and drummers and you've got to sort of sink into a groove that they're into.
Exactly. That's
You know,
why
like-
jamming is so much fun, right?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
when you're just with
And that's why I love
different musicians.
freestyle rapping as well, because it's like
freestyle.
one of those things that you can really sort of let go in.
Yes.
And if you put a bit of, it takes
Cheers,
work,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you were
yeah.
saying before, it does take work. Cheers.
Thanks for coming. Yeah.
it takes work, you know. Definitely takes work.
And hours is something that I've been lacking lately with like the recording and the production side of things, and even live performance, which I did for so many years, like all the time.
All the time.
Lately that's just been lacking, but
Yeah.
there's other things you can work on too, because
exactly.
sound and music is such a wide thing. Like,
PROG is bullshit.
So what sort of music do you produce, Gus?
mostly like, I guess, boom bap rap stuff, like old sample based, like,
Yeah, it's cool sounds.
yeah, and just like wide enough that it's still interesting, but enough space for the vocals. That's the sweet point which I'm trying to get with all of the production that I do.
Yeah.
But that said, I like also to change it up and not just have a like constant boom bap track. Maybe have a breakdown where there's some nice drum and bass, or break patterns or double patterns,
exactly.
you know, like,
you gotta evolve the beat.
yeah, and just
track.
to make it interesting but also fresh, you know. And everyone can do that. I really believe that everyone can do that, because everyone can put a different imprint on music. That's what's so cool about it, because it's like pulling all of these threads out of the sonic tapestry.
And what are threads? Layers.
Wire.
Layers.
Yeah, layers. Yeah, just
That's
layers.
what it is.
Layers
Like,
is the key,
making
yeah.
a track, it's about finding the layers, you know, and putting everything together. Of course, it's easy to make a beat, you know, but, you know, if you want to make it really cool and stand out, it's just about finding the sound, sampling something and putting it in a database and adding an effect, plug in. Yeah, we should make more beats, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
We've actually we've set ourselves a new challenge,
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I'm glad
So
to
guys,
hear
stay
this.
tuned, because we're gonna come.
This was fun. It's like chance meetings.
That is awesome.
Serendipitous.
I'm
I
so
think that's
glad
what you
that
call
it's-
it.
Thank you for the connection.
Yes,
Misha.
on my podcast, this is happening. Creativity,
Yeah,
and
creativity,
this
and-
is what it's all about. You know,
Bouncing ideas.
Yeah,
Would you say,
bouncing ideas? Yeah,
Inspiration.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
And collaboration as well. It's
Yeah.
really important for
Yeah.
like progressing how you learn. Like, especially in music, like if you're so insular, and that's been my problem lately, because I do like to feature on people's tracks and stuff like that.
Oh, sick.
But the offers are never there, and like you say, people get lazy. So it's like turn up, but then they don't want to do the work. They
And
just
you're
want
keen,
to.
So you're keen to do the work?
But there's elements that I lack, but that's where I was trying to interact with people to fill those gaps, so we get a
I think
broader
they're talking
sound.
about progressive rap right now, something like
you
that.
Yeah,
Just mean
G-prog.
So you gotta have that push, man. You know, like
Yeah.
it's hard to do on your own. You know, when you're by yourself.
It is, because you don't have proper reference then.
Yeah.
Even when you're using reference tracks
Yeah.
to write your shit to, you know?
You gotta bounce your ideas off someone.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's like when you have friends over, especially when you have like a studio or like a space where people can just like create music
Yeah.
and like really write something, write lyrics. I've been actually trying to write words and write lyrics, you know,
Cool, dude.
because like I've never done that. Like, you know,
Dude, I love it. I've done it for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, writing.
Yeah,
So how many
writing.
songs have you written? Like,
Oh, so many, but,
lyric
like-
wise, like,
Good ones.
yeah. Oh, I know.
Like
All of them.
8 or 9
All
good
of them.
ones.
Okay,
Um,
that's good, bro.
And I've written hundreds, so
Nice,
like,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's a lot. Yeah.
Like
I
words.
want to
Yeah.
write some stuff too.
Yeah, you do. You've been talking about that for a while
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's why you're
Just,
listening to this Russian hip hop.
I just got stuck on this
Get some
bullshit.
inspiration
You know,
done.
that's
Prog is bullshit.
It is
this
though,
one,
isn't it?
I think maybe I'm a bit of a. I need to see a psychiatrist. Or I need a shot of this Poncho Fox.
Yes, you
absinthe,
do.
Something.
If that's what it's gonna
I got
take.
stuck in prog. you
Man,
know?
I'm full behind it for the
In Prague.
It's therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah. So can you tell me, like, so I know a bit more about
Oh,
This.
flipping the script
Well,
here.
I want to know. So, what is this prog thing? You're talking about. Like, what are you trying to discover or find out?
Yeah.
Or what is the definition of the word you think it is? Like, what is,
I don't know what
prog
it is.
bullshit.
That's why I think
question.
it's
Like-
just fucking. There is no definition. It's so ambiguous, and it's
Yeah.
such a
Okay.
bullshit concept.
It is
basically.
bullshit concept.
Yeah, when it comes to music, I think.
Yeah, because repetition is
it's just-
actually what people like.
So what's the reference? What's the reference word to prog? So I can connect prog with you said. What did you just say?
So what's the
So
name of my
the
podcast?
Reference
What's
and the connection.
What's my podcast name?
prog is bullshit.
That's your connection, man.
He
I'm gonna sample that.
I watched
you
his
know?
early episodes and he promised that he would get every guest to say it.
Oh, true.
I should probably fit it in a rap at some point.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be
funny.
fantastic.
that's advertising.
But
Head of marketing
usually
over
the
here.
conversation about prog is like the last part of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So the first part is usually talking about the artist yourselves. What have you been up to? Well, that's something
friends
that
calling.
we gotta take it all. Yeah, we can't.
I just put it on
By
mute.
the way, that's something we gotta put our phones on mute.
Oh, is it?
guys.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not that popular, dude.
I'm sorry.
It'll be fine.
I forgot to
That's
ask you.
embarrassing.
You're pretty. No, it's not embarrassing unless you.
Oh, but
It's just
no,
unprofessional.
no. Listen to my ringtone. It's so cool.
No,
It sounded pretty standard.
No. It's remixed.
It gets better.
It's remixed.
Did you remix it?
It's trap. No, it's download.
Oh, trap.
Download.
Trap's where it's at.
iPhone download
Yeah.
trap.
Trap's
Yeah.
a progressive
Yeah.
style, I feel.
So we can talk like any topic about music. So like for example, well, talk about you two. What
Yeah.
have you been up to with your studio?
With my studio?
Yeah. So you've, I think you've
I'm
been-
super keen to get there. I know that.
So with the studio, right? I love hardware. I love
Yeah.
physical devices.
For sure.
So it's connecting everything with MIDI in and out and creating this magical chain of hardware. So then when you want to make music, we're actually playing an actual keyboard, and then we go to the bass machine and we
Yeah,
make a
that's
bass.
good.
We go to the drum machine, and you have all these different components.
Because tactility
Yeah.
is important in good music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do? You grab the guitar, line 4. It's already patched in.
Yeah,
You
fully.
can run any effect, any plug-in over it, you want, and you start creating these layers, So that's what I've been
Sounds
working
cool.
on in the studio, man. I've been playing the drums heaps as well.
Yeah, that's a
every
good-
morning.
good
Like that's
place
what I
to
do
be.
as a wake up, like 10 minutes of drums every
Yeah,
morning.
cool.
Sweet.
That's music as a practice, people, which
Yeah.
is what it takes. Like, it really is.
Yeah, practice but what instrument do you play?
Well, I started on drums because,
Yeah.
rhythm's foundational. But
in the studio.
string stuff I'm good at.
Yeah,
I
string
play
stuff.
a bit of keys, but I'm not a piano player.
Yeah.
I'm not real good on it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just
Well, you don't have to be good on anything.
cheers.
It's about waiting and giving it time.
Do we have to blur this?
No, you don't have to blur it. Just pour it out
Just
in a
face it that
in
way,
a
didn't
glass. No, you can say cheers,
we
Bob.
said-
You can even say
I thought
cheers,
we
Bob.
said no.
Cheers, Bob.
I thought we
No,
said
just,
no cans on the.
No
Yeah, I thought we
cans.
said no
Just
can-
put. Well,
can.
just put.
I'm so
put.
confused right now.
Me too.
Oh. I can't keep you thirsty, guys. You just put it on, empty it out, and we'll get rid of the cans.
Oh, it's got to be in a schooner.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that you have schooner
Yeah.
glasses, to be honest.
That's everything for you, guys.
It looks very professional. I'm
Yeah.
seeing the magic behind the scenes.
Prog is bullshit.
Thirsty?
As if there was any...
Dude, I was so thirsty, man.
That's good. That's
Yeah. I was craving some nice cold beer.
good. There you go.
just any
Cheers.
liquid at this
Cheers.
stage. It's good. Thanks, Bob. What a legacy.
Cheers, Bob.
What a legacy.
So do you know anything about this guy, by the way?
No, well, I know a lot about
I
quite
only
a bit.
recently found out stuff about him.
No,
You
his
know,
name's probably
Yeah,
Robert.
he holds the Guinness Book of Records for
Drinking
yeah.
A
2
yard.
liters, 2.5 liters of beer in
It's a
12
full.
seconds.
It's a full yard.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Is it still?
And
No,
then-
it's got. It's.
and then he still becomes a leader, you know? Like, that's how he got famous and, like, really popular for, you know, drinking beer.
Well, it's pretty good politics, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's a good challenge.
It's pretty good marketing, if you ask me. That is.
It's way more impressive than playing ukulele badly.
Yeah, it is.
And, yeah.
But ukulele badly, like, you know, it's only got 4 strings, right?
Yeah, but it's still a complicated instrument. They all are.
Have you guys watched that on Stan, the series Wu-Tang Clan?
The Wu-Tang series, no.
No, you
I'm
haven't?
watching
No, I haven't.
It's like a documentary?
Yeah,
Like-
no, it's not documentary. It's a TV series.
Oh, is it a TV series?
Yes, about
Sick.
Wu-Tang.
Well, it's acted out, but, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You haven't? So don't you know about
No,
Wu-Tang
what's
series?
it called?
Oh, bloody hell! It's called Wu-Tang something.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang.
the story.
Man, if you put that in Google,
Wu-Tang
do you know how
story.
many results you
Yeah,
get?
okay. Do you have a phone? Put Wu-Tang.
No, my phone's on silent. I turned it
Wu-Tang
off.
Stan. Well, but can you
Well,
still
anyway, like,
search?
we'll watch it when we get home, and so can everybody else watching tonight.
Sounds
We're
like...
interested. I'm interested in it. I want to
I'm
find out.
interested
Bloody hell!
too,
I'm
because-
surprised you guys haven't
Yeah, no,
heard
I
about it.
haven't.
Damn.
Yes.
It's like, I think they got 2 seasons, maybe.
I'm starting
or
to
one.
question my
Yeah.
rap
Yeah.
credentials again.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, damn. Oh.
No, man.
No.
It's kind of pretty like starts a bit kind of boring. Like it's not about even like
Yeah.
Wu-Tang or music so much. It begins with sort of Riza, how he sort of started his
Is
life.
it a
and-
storyline?
He is a
Storyline,
proper
definitely.
genius,
There's,
that guy.
there's a method man there at the beginning. Like, are you? And
Yeah,
the thing
the
is that
Resurrector. What a legend.
they don't tell you who is who,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so you gotta kind of work out who the fuck is who. you know,
Yeah.
So, and it's so early that they introduce the Wu-Tang characters, like, you know, that like later, like
on.
like
Like how it all comes together.
yeah.
So
Like
it's
at
really-
first it's really,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
very deep. At the,
very deep.
I was always more into like real bummy American hip hop, like Pharaoh Monchi, like OK, that sort of early stuff, and
Wu-Tang was more like fuck yeah. Wu-Tang when I first heard it, it's fucking damn. I was there like I would live there.
their
in America.
shows look
Yeah, yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Imagine being in one of those, man.
I've been to a
I've been to
Method Man
D12.
and Redman
That would've
concert
been good
in
too.
San
Yeah,
Francisco.
D12's nearly where I started on rap.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's
know,
like-
D12
You know,
where it's
it's
at.
funny. My mates, I lived
Yeah.
in America. I was
Yeah.
young, just out from Russia. You know,
Nice.
I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
my American mates. Like, oh, okay, this is like Method Man and.
Let me
Method
school you on rap, my Russian friend.
No. I'm like, there's the Method Man and Redman concert coming up in San Francisco.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, guys, let's go to that one. And so they're like, okay, let's go. So I go like, oh, I got my ticket, you know. But at the end, like, no one else, like everyone bailed out. They're like, fuck.
I would have gone there for sure.
So did you go
Right.
alone and have the best time of your life?
I did go along, It's like because some of us they're like, oh, there's gonna be like a lot of black people, you know.
Yeah,
could
yeah.
you laugh, like we
Probably.
wanna-
It is a
like,
rap
and
gig.
and it was, yeah.
And where did you
that's it.
stand? Like, did you like make your way to the front?
No, I didn't
Like-
make my way to the front.
No,
I
okay.
was sort of at the back. Yeah, I didn't make my. Yeah, I was by myself. I
And
was
did
like
you know a lot of the
17 years.
songs? Like, you recognize a lot of the songs they were
No,
playing?
because
or-
they played a lot of new ones
New
too.
ones,
Because
okay.
you know, at
Yeah,
the time
yeah, yeah.
they were
All the good
I
rappers
wasn't-
do, man.
So then you're not
Yeah.
that familiar with
Yeah, I
those
wasn't
old
familiar with
classics.
Redman at the time
Yeah,
that much.
yeah,
Like I
Redman.
probably listened to his one album, but
Yeah.
that was their new collaboration. That was their first tour
1998 was
together.
the
98, yeah,
Yeah.
that was 1998. I was
That's
there.
some pure
yeah,
rap
San
shit right
Francisco.
there, right? That's
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
golden
and I was
ticket.
like there. And,
Yeah.
Of course, it was mostly black people. I was like one of them, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, for me, it was exciting. I'm a kid from Russia. This is like, yeah. this is
What, and so
the
why
way.
did your mates pull out? What happened with that?
Well, they found, I don't know exactly, they found their own reasons and excuses, but I reckon.
And
it
they had
was
a ticket?
No, they didn't have a ticket.
Oh,
they
they
never
didn't.
ended up buying a ticket,
Ah,
but like
okay.
we all planned to go
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
They just
you
didn't
know,
put the
and
effort
they
in
just
to make
kind of,
it.
yeah.
It wasn't their
Yeah,
interest.
But
like,
it was also, like a couple of said, you know,
Yeah.
oh, it's not our vibe. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
a lot
just
of
they're not
like,
into it,
Just don't get it. They just
Why
don't get
would I
that
be
pure
this,
rap shit. You
it's a
know?
shame.
and just like for them, it
Yeah.
looked like just could be potential trouble going to a hip hop concert, you know.
And that's the image, you know, we've created.
But
like,
for me, like I didn't see any
Right.
trouble in going to a hip hop concert. I was like, yeah, this is
Well,
fucking
they think, but it's
awesome.
gangsters, bro. What do you do
Yeah.
when you put all these gangsters together?
No, it's
but-
like, what do the
Straight up, though.
They see 17-year-old bloody skinny Russian or whatever
Yeah,
guy.
but they're acting or want to be tough, you know, like.
I'm never wanted to be tough, man. I'm just what acting? I wasn't acting. I was
Oh, no,
just
not
You don't have to.
Oh,
it's just
wait,
have a
you're
rap
saying
music.
you were a skinny
like,
7?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, what do they want to
I'm so
fucking? They're just
sorry.
fucking.
I wasn't talking about you.
They're like, thanks for coming, man. It's good to have you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I didn't feel threatened or anything
no,
like that. I mean,
No,
I
of
felt
course
like-
not. Because
Yeah,
there's
it's
people
just,
and hip hop's just music, man.
It is. Yeah.
But there weren't many white guys there.
Oh.
I'll tell you that. They were just
so
mostly.
there's this one like 17-year-old
Well,
skinny
yeah,
Russian dude.
that's the thing. There were very few white people at the
Okay.
concert. You know, there weren't that many. I don't know. Maybe it was
And was
still.
it like a big event, like a decent
it was
crowd?
big event. Maybe like I'd say probably
And where
like
was this
500
held?
people at some warehouse
In the States.
In a in
Yeah.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
yeah, San Francisco. So in a warehouse.
And
Yeah.
what
Wow.
year?
98, brother.
That's
98.
no, but I said 98. So
Huh?
I actually got the year right when I said 98.
98. Yeah, it was 98 or maybe
I
early
thought he'd
99.
already told you.
No.
Yeah, I said
I was guessing
98.
because I was trying to put the era.
98 or early 99.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where I was
around
there.
there. But yeah, like that's a really good guess because I was
Peak
trying to,
Redman and Method
Yeah,
Man
yeah, yeah.
era.
Yeah, so
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck, that was
That was a fun
something.
memory.
Yeah.
Man, there's good rap crews
and you
coming
know
out of
that
everywhere,
was
though.
that was the first rap concert that I've been to, and since then I haven't been to a rap concert like for 20 years, and then since then I've been to like the Russian. I was telling you Dot Fam concert.
Yeah.
It was more like they have this Russian hip hop kind of media site called Hip Hop for Real, and
Yeah.
Dot's Fam is sort of one of the sort of kind of participant, but it's run by. So they had this 5 years anniversary of Hip Hop for Real, and they had this Dot's Fam and all other like old school kind
That's
of hip
sweet.
hop
That's like those
concert, like
hip
the
hop
sort of-
collectives.
That was like huge.
What did you say? Hip hop collective?
Yeah, collectives.
I love
So
They spring up all over the world. Like another really good one in the States is Doomtree.
Yeah. Doomtree.
Yeah, they're like it's just a collection of like really good musicians.
Okay, cool.
That get together and make hip hop.
Nice.
And they make all solo stuff as well.
Yeah.
But they're Doomtree when they're together, and it's Doomtree Records, and that's the main brand
It's like
that
when
they're
you're trying
selling.
to perform, right? You
Yeah.
gotta have like the collective there because everyone has a role,
Yeah.
and you're not performing solo on stage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're accenting each other's shit as well.
Accenting, yeah.
Like
Ad
really
libs.
adding to it.
Yeah. And that's a
'Cause-
great strategy, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Especially for the longer shows and the performances, like you want to have at least 4 people, 5 people take turns.
Yeah.
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 So that's cool. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, they're real good, man.
So what is it called again?
Doomtree. Just
Doomtree.
listen to their live set on KXP,
Okay.
like the KXP radio
KXP.
in, I think it's Oregon, in the
US?
States. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
But yeah, they do a lot. They
Yeah.
do a couple of live sets on there, and they're
Nice.
they're premium. Like it's all really good musicians getting together and just making cool shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. I want to check that out.
It's dope as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
like-
I need like inspiration of like collective groups,
Yeah.
working together instead of just solo artists trying to grind it out themselves.
Fully. Well,
Yeah.
it grows the sound,
Mm.
and that's the best
Grows
thing
the
you can
sound.
do.
Yeah.
Is
Well-
make the sound fuller.
PROG is bullshit.
Like,
You've got a few contacts with the artists, so
Yeah.
why don't we take an artist on a trip project with like a couple, 2-3 artists that you know, and we take them somewhere and film their performance.
it's an awesome idea.
Like what we've done the DJ set.
Yeah.
One, like let's
What
do
about
the
doing
second
live?
one. Yeah, live. Yeah, I would bring
So it's still backing tracks. They're just singing, rapping, and performing.
Yeah. Just a bit of a more
Yeah.
involvement of a setup.
Exactly.
But let's do it. We could just
I'm
easily
actually
do
really
it
keen
with
for
the
that.
bus.
And like, I
Why
know my
not?
crew's like, they're keen, they're pumped, they're ready, they grind it out. Like, they work so hard.
Let's
Like-
organize
Yeah.
one. Maybe like winter is a bit close, but I'm happy to do it in winter too. We'll maybe
I mean, we could always
Go
shoot
in the
a-
snow, you know.
the
Let's do
snow.
something in the snow,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Shoot,
Snow would be
We
cool.
can make a day out of it.
Yeah.
We can make a night out
Yeah,
of it. We
a
could,
day,
like,
yeah, day.
Go
It could be a
skiing.
day
We gotta
trip.
go skiing or snowboarding though. Like, you know.
Well, if you want to make a night out of it, like we don't really have to. Really, we can make it simpler
Okay.
for people, for everyone. You know, not everyone can make a night out go skiing. You know, we can have a night out skiing fun otherwise. But
I'd love to go skiing. I'm
Yeah.
terrible at it, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, you
Like-
get better
like-
every time, right?
like-
yeah, I made some
It's
clean
like
runs.
a-
That was
like a
super
band
happy.
of 3 artists.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Okay,
For
cool.
example, we take them on a bus somewhere outside of Canberra.
Yeah.
Not far. You know.
Like,
you know, do
you
that
mean a
film.
band or a collaboration? A
Collaboration, whatever, you know.
I think that-
Collection. They're all,
collaboration,
you know, they're all.
I'm just thinking, what can we do in terms of physically? How many people can we, in terms of audio gear and all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
be
well, the
able
setup's
to-
got to work together as well.
So-
That's why this is sweet. Like,
Oh, we have the setup, covered.
Like, we can
like,
do it.
especially
We can
with
do it.
you, both your guys.
Exactly.
Like tech knowledge for sure.
We can do it.
Technology.
Tech knowledge.
Being able to
Yeah.
just pull through.
Yeah.
Make sure it's
Power us through.
It's it. You've been playing like housey sets lately, haven't you, around town?
No, not house.
Oh,
sets.
house gigs. I swear I saw you on some lineup in like.
No, he hasn't been playing.
Unless that was 2014.
Okay, no, it wasn't you then.
Yeah.
Is there someone called Dr Tiaz?
Yeah, that's Dr Tiaz. That's
Isn't
it.
that you?
Yeah.
I swear I saw you on a flyer fairly recently.
Yeah, no, I was, but that was for an event we did with the collective at the
Right.
UC Hub,
Okay.
which was recently.
He was DJing, yeah. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
DJing
yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
what I
night.
thought, yeah.
Yeah, and I was DJing in the house.
In the house.
So if you don't know, talking about that collective aspect, I was actually blessed to work with a collaboration of a number of artists, locals and worldwide artists that have all come together in Canberra.
Cool.
And we are called We Out Here Collective,
Yeah.
and it's when we all come together and we do a performance. So I play the sound. I'm the sound technician, DJ. Make music happen, and it's so much fun.
The Sonic Wizard.
Dude,
yeah.
the Sonic Wizard, bro.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
And like
That's real cool, dude.
the energy that comes together, like from a collective, especially when everyone is like featuring on each other's songs as well.
Yeah.
So everyone's tied in as well. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Like, it's a family.
It's a wonderful idea, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. That's when it becomes a family.
Yeah, and music can bring you closer together. I think that's also one of the points of this podcast, isn't it?
Absolutely,
love
yes.
how
That's
you've
what
been
brought
saying,
up. That's
yeah.
what brought us together tonight, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's that mutual passion. Like, passion's cool, guys. Like,
It is.
need to get behind it and start
Every-
supporting people.
Everyone's connected.
So, what have you been up to, Gus? You have been. I haven't seen much of you at the events.
Yeah,
recently. What have you been?
I've
up
been
to?
there. I was just in the bushes, like, just observing. Not in a weird way, like, just from a far way. Like, no, but
what have you been up to?
That was a weird tangent, wasn't it? Musically?
It was, yeah, music-wise, yeah.
well, musically, I'm just I'm trying to integrate like a lot of the live elements that I do with my sample-based elements, like, so that old school approach to hip-hop where it's like working with the samples, bending the tones, like detuning stuff and making it fit to a really nice bass line that you've worked out or something like that.
What do you use? What software?
I just use GarageBand, man. Come free with my Mac, and I'll probably upgrade to Logic because I've already started hitting limits of GarageBand
Yeah, true.
because it's free software. But if you want to get into production,
Yeah.
GarageBand's a perfect entry point.
Perfect. Like people mock it, right?
Really?
Like,
Dude, it's so you can do so much on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like it,
What about comparison to Ableton?
it's not nearly as comprehensive as
Yeah.
Ableton.
And Ableton has a different purpose as well. Like it's
Yeah.
used for more like triggering different events, like for live performance.
Yeah, like
aspect.
clips and stuff.
Clips,
yeah,
yeah.
because it's live. Like, so
Yeah.
it's about launching those.
GarageBand is like a production software.
Yeah,
where you actually
and a recording
recording,
suite. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
suite with sounds, patches,
Yeah.
inputs. It's great. It's a great.
So it's like
It's really good, man.
everyone been using Audacity for
Audacity.
years.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that, like sort of freelance kind of free.
Yeah, but you have to understand. So GarageBand coming from Apple, it's a super sophisticated.
It's Apple, so it's only for Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no
super sophisticated
PC version.
They make really good audio software.
forget
it.
They always
Apple,
have. Yeah, that's one of the things that they've
PC
always
can-
cared about.
PROG is bullshit.
Have you been building a library of sounds?
Yeah, I'm shit at curating it
Yeah.
like neatly.
Yeah, okay.
I know where they are, but I really need to label that stuff better. But yeah, I'm always stealing audio bites from stuff.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like, I've been like really trying to get into the sampling business as well.
Yeah.
Like creating sounds for tracks.
Yeah.
And then when you have a library and a database of cool sounds,
Yeah.
you can implement them into the song.
It's insane what you can do
Yeah.
with just one piece of audio signal.
Yeah.
Like,
How to transform
yeah,
it.
it's so cool.
Gus,
Modify it.
so you said you have been writing a lot, and you now writing a lot of lyrics and writing a lot of
Yeah.
some tunes as well. And what's gonna come? What can we expect? What can we hear anything, or what's?
Yeah, I could probably show you. I could probably show you.
Not to
some
me,
stuff.
but like I mean, general public. When
No, I
when
haven't-
see
I
a
haven't got
light of it,
anything.
What have you? Any ideas on when? Maybe this could be something put into some project like EP or something,
Yeah.
that the rest can hear.
I mean, that's the intention for sure.
Any indication of when that might potentially
I'm
happen?
thinking early next year I should have a pretty polished EP out.
Yeah.
Perhaps even earlier, maybe at the end of this year, but I'm struggling for time, for studio time, because of other commitments.
Yeah. And then any ideas how many tracks that EP could potentially have?
I think probably 6
Oh, that's pretty.
as an entry,
pretty,
like yeah.
Pretty
So
solid. I would
almost
guess.
an LP.
That's great.
Almost an LP there, isn't
LP,
it?
yeah.
We can call it an LP.
We're gonna cut one track out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
might have to cut one.
Yeah, make it.
Or maybe
add
we
a
might.
couple.
I could,
Add a
I could
couple.
I could just go album.
Yeah,
Album
and
as
if you-
first release has got that
But
like
so I reckon
artistic merit, you know.
for your album,
Yeah.
we got to do some like feature tracks, right?
Featured tracks.
Yeah, like
oh, absolutely,
the last
dude.
3 or 4. So you got 6. How about we make 4 that feature like someone for a little bit? You know, if it's a verse,
Could
Oh, dude,
if
that
it's
could-
a crazy trumpet solo. You
Could
know,
Solid
That's
Professor
ex-
potentially feature on one of those?
what like backing vocals?
Not backing vocals, no. Have like a
verse.
A
Yeah.
verse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
fuck yeah. I was gonna ask you if you might. Like,
Well, I feel like we've been blessed by tonight's meeting because, like, I would love to give you the opportunity for us to even maybe make some songs in the studio.
Yeah,
If you
man.
come over, I'd love to help you record, at least get some tracks down. You know,
I'd
Misha
be
can
very
write
interested
something,
in that.
Yes.
and then we can actually
Yeah.
make that polished product. You know, and I'd love
Yeah.
to help you with that because to me it's fun, and you know, we can all have a good time.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
I fucking love you, man. I
Yeah,
can't
bro.
believe I haven't met you
Yeah,
before
yeah.
this moment.
Definitely.
That'll be
You seem
awesome,
like a great
guys.
musician, man. So like,
Well, I'm
Yeah.
dedicated to it, whether I'm great or not.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just one of those things that I can't not do.
exactly.
It's like this compulsion.
yeah. Just
So-
the years of grinding and playing guitar.
Oh,
Like,
dude, so much. Like,
Yeah.
I've played that many dog shit sets that, like, but can you play, can you, like, open the second stage here? And it's like, yeah, sure. Like, when everyone's turning up and setting up. And I fucking rocked
and you're
it,
like
man.
in the peak. You're in the peak.
Yeah.
PROG is bullshit.
Have you ever used a loop station?
Yes, but
Yeah?
like not extensively. But
Okay.
I love them. Like,
It's just not progressive. Loop station, not progressive enough. It's on the loop.
No,
so
but
you're
it's not.
saying it's all about loops.
But you see, Misha, it is progressive because let's say you have 5 slots and
Yeah,
you're
there's other
creating
buttons.
you're creating the layers, right? And you're actually progressing, and then you're deprogressing because once the track is full,
Yeah.
you need to take layers out
Yeah.
for the next.
Yes. People love stripping,
Course.
like in all forms.
Yep.
You know what I believe, right? I think everything is progressive.
Yeah.
So,
I believe so too. And that's why prog is bullshit, because if you want to condense prog into musical, like the most simple musical terms, it's just a series of notes that works together. It's a progression. It's not
Yes.
progressive. Progressive is the term that's ambiguous.
Yes.
A progression
Yes.
is very obvious. It's
Yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
It's not usually that simple, but yeah.
But I'm
It's like
still
4,
kind of
2, 3,
confused.
4.
What defines what distinguishes progressive from not progressive? Like, or in people's mind, I don't know. Maybe different people have different ideas in their mind, but like,
Perceptive filters.
what is that distinguishes it in their mind? Like house. Like, let's keep it simple. House, progressive house. What's the difference between house and progressive?
Must be
I'm
like
just throwing it out. Like, I'm curious. Really,
yeah,
you know.
it must be like a slight change in the tempo and the motion of your body, right? Because you feel like maybe it's like a trance, a certain body trance, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty fair to say.
Because it's always like it's you don't just like you can't stand still in a way.
Yeah.
Because like when you think it's ending, then suddenly it's like this fresh thing, you know. So it's always like changing and
For
evolving.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
That's it.
It's
Changing
no, it is. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
prog is. It's like it's interesting because it's you know, it's subtractive as well as additional.
Nah.
Yeah,
Subtractive?
like
I think it's just changing.
well, changing is probably a better way to say
Yeah,
it. 'cause
you're not
it-
subtracting. It's just like change.
Yeah, it's almost like a circuit. Though,
I never knew
because
that
it
prog-
sort of always
Isn't it all
changes to the same
music?
places.
Isn't all music is like that? It's sort of always changes, kind of.
Yeah, I think good music is all like that for sure.
I mean,
A lot of good music is just 2 chords, and you swing the chords down and up, and then down, and then back up.
Put a bit of
so
shuffle
it's
on
not
it.
progressive. You're saying?
Not really.
Repetitive. Yeah, a couple of chords.
That's repetitive.
Yeah, a couple of chords. It sounds
Okay,
pretty
repetitive.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
always
prog isn't
thought-
bullshit. It's loops that are bullshit.
Yeah.
Like nice tight loops that like for 2 bars bend your mind.
Bend your mind.
For 2
But
bars.
what is what
There's-
is
there's-
At a
prog?
time, at a time. And then when you think you're
Yeah,
enjoying
yeah.
it, it changes.
Then you find you're not,
Yeah.
and then you find you're enjoying it even more
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
it gets hypnotic.
So,
It's
if
hypnotic.
prog is not bullshit, then what is it?
prog.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I always thought that prog means prognosis.
Yeah, there's so how could it be?
Like, you know, when you said prog is bullshit, I like prognosis. Like, you know, you're analyzing something, you know, you're prognosing like self-analysis.
Really? That's what you mean?
Yeah.
That's what you thought it means?
Prognosis, yeah.
But in the music, like, it could mean a lot of... But
In a
music
musical sense, I
context.
think that prog is like it seems to be programmed stuff. Like, so prog is programmed.
I thought I would get like a more sophisticated explanation from music producers.
Oh, well, we can. I'm just trying to analyze what prog would
Yeah,
be, like
please.
what category.
I would love to.
It must
Prog
be just
music.
a style of music,
Yeah,
right? So, you know, we have rock, jazz, blues, hip hop.
they're master
And then,
styles though.
yeah, but then we now
I don't know
go.
if prog is a master style.
But then we go into all these like like subdivision of old school sounds,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
boom bap, you know, street R&B, hip hop,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
West Coast classics. You know, why do we have West Coast and East Coast complete different? And then the prog
You're not
was really
wrong.
an evolution of the beat.
yeah,
You know, so I feel like prog has to do something with the movement, as I said, of your body.
for sure.
You know, like
What for your body, really?
So
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
genre,
yeah.
probably hip hop is the most progressive out there
yeah,
because of even though it's like loop based.
loop bass.
That's weird,
And
isn't
you
it?
don't, but you don't really hear much the word progressive hip hop or prog in relation to hip hop. You mostly hear it in relation to electronic music, don't you?
Yeah, dance music.
Yeah.
And particularly like Australian dance music a lot.
Australian
Or
dance
Brazilian, they love their prog term. They love the
Okay.
term prog.
prog.
Groove
Well-
Delight and stuff like that.
Well, so prog is it started being used as like an experimental term for music of a lot of new and upcoming DJs. A lot of musicians that like had this new way of playing and DJing and performing music.
Yeah.
And they started calling it prog and experimental. You know, so
Yeah.
it was like this whole new style that made people dance at
Mm.
festivals, you know, at events. And that's what prog.
wasn't sort of psytrance that. Like,
Yeah, it's basically psytrance.
Yeah.
psytrance made people
But it's
dance.
like groovy psytrance instead of in your face banging psytrance.
But now there is also like prog.
Full on. Prog full on.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I've played a couple of sets myself. That's what the party wanted.
There's
So.
progressive house. There's progressive techno.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
it's adding that character.
What the hell does it distinguish it? I cannot tell the difference.
So no, it's adding the character to the sound. You know, so we could produce, for example, 5 tracks, right, with the same beat, the same melody, but the way we would structure the tracks, one could be like lo-fi sounding. One could have like a high beat tempo, you know, like a little bit faster.
Or one could be
half
just
tempo.
like a two-steppy thing
Two-step.
instead of a straight beat.
Yeah. So then you would actually analyze and you would hear different like progressions of the beat and the music.
That would
and
be
some are traditional, and then some have that prog aspect, which is like shuffle.
Yeah.
And as you said, that 2-bar change almost.
Yeah, or just changing it up.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, because there's people expect things to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And if you can nail that
Yeah.
thin line between repetition and keeping people's interest that way, and switching it up, that's prog to me. Like, and it's not a genre. It's just a concept that you can apply to any of the genres you want to make.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty. I think this is the best explanation of prog that I have heard. So
I'm gonna
far.
play prog later.
I like the
some
way you explained it, actually, that you can apply that prog to anything, you know? Yeah, like, you know.
It's a concept I've always believed in.
That's a very good explanation. I'm very impressed with this one.
Sweet, I'm getting the closest out of any guest so far.
Yeah.
Daps.
I like it.
Straight daps for myself.
Yeah, I got you,
Straight,
bro.
I got daps from Tiaz
I
as
got
well.
you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's just.
I think we're gonna have an abundant friendship.
Yes, we got you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna pull through, alright?
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, we have to pull through. Like,
I'm holding you on camera, so you have to.
Are we still filming?
Prog is bullshit.
We're just getting started.
I know. That was acting. See, I just acted and directed that scene.
No. I'm the director.
You are.
You just acted.
Alright, I'm sorry. But as your lead, I can make suggestions, right? Isn't that how it works?
No,
Yeah.
it's uncut, guys.
I'm just
That's
really
how it
happy.
works.
Misha was happy with our description of prog, you know, like
Yeah,
really
me too. I'm stoked about that.
analyzing it, like
Yeah.
you know, carefully and like understanding.
No, seriously.
And then the way you
it's
explain it
nice.
makes me analyze it different as well.
It's just
Yeah.
people throw the word prog around kind of easily.
Willy-nilly, you might say.
You know, and so it's kind of because there could be like prog house, you know, prog psytrance, prog techno.
But you
Absolutely,
see,
and there is.
the reason
I
why
would say
people
there is.
so
throw
if I say if I say to someone I'm gonna play prog,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
really, they
You're on
might
at 6
have a
in the
totally
morning.
wrong idea of what exactly I'm gonna be playing because
Yeah.
I might be playing prog house, progressive house, you know, which could be
no, because they
one
understand the terminology of prog, you know, so they're expecting.
Well, I don't because could be prog.
I would think that if you said that to an organizer and they didn't take that as I'm going to play a real banging cool set, that they probably shouldn't like put you on, like because
So-
you're
so
not
can-
actually playing prog, you're just playing boring ass push techno. Like,
And that's the
Right. So
thing. Boring ass push techno.
What do you think in the organizer's perspective prog would mean? What do you think an organizer would expect you to play?
I'm not sure that they actually care.
They do. No. bro, how can you?
I love
But how can you say the organizer doesn't care, right? If their job.
I mean, they would.
No, they absolutely care,
of
but
course,
they can
like,
only care so much.
I understand
That's
what
I'm
you
trying
mean.
to get.
I understand exactly.
But
what
they're
you
more
mean.
likely to get someone who says they're gonna do prog to someone who
But
says
what
they're
the
gonna
fuck
do
is
house.
If it's a prog party
What is
though,
a prog?
No,
try
no.
playing prog at a DMB
Yeah.
party.
So
It's not
prog
gonna happen.
means
It's a party of prog.
We're the progressive party.
it's not.
Who is
It's,
more prog than you?
it's the style. Do you remember? It's the style
Style of what?
of prog.
Of
What
the set.
what people
It's the
of
style
what
of the
people
set.
can like refer to as prog, so they know the
But
sound.
like could house be prog?
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
Yes,
But
so,
any
okay,
music, like if you
absolutely.
tell me prog,
So
it's like the rhythm. It's
So,
like metal.
alright, so
How about can we say prog is
Metal's
like?
very
if
progressive.
you
Yeah,
get,
yeah.
if
Can
you
you
Like
say?
a lot of metal's
Alright.
progressive.
Yeah,
as fuck.
So if we, like,
So
let's stick to electronic music, alright?
Alright,
Like,
dan-
just for
dance
example,
music.
So prog is a genre.
Dance,
So now
dance music,
prog
yeah.
is classified as a genre, not like
I
we're
don't
not.
know about that. No, we haven't. I
I can
know.
make you lo-fi
This is some-
techno.
but just
Do you want metal techno? Dude, I'll add some.
I want metal techno.
Bro, let's jam. We'll turn up distortion.
Yeah, I like metal techno.
We'll play some
for
techno.
sure.
Yeah.
again.
We'll create a metal techno song.
Plug in
Okay,
the
well,
old
you all
Japanese.
recorded already. They will create the metal techno song. Did you hear
that's
that?
our first song. Metal techno.
Metal
song.
techno.
I don't know about
Rage
metal
Against the
techno.
Machine.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going for that.
I'll
stuff,
do it.
'cause I could
So
do that.
we're incorporating now electric guitar
Yeah.
and like electronic aspect of samples.
I'll do a hip
Yeah.
hop collab with you, but I don't know about metal techno, guys.
No, that leave that metal up to us.
We'll do that. That's
I like
separate.
my
Fair enough.
distortion set
It's
quite
in
high.
the collective though, so if we
That
put
sounds
it out,
pretty prog to me.
Yeah. And as you
doesn't
said,
it?
like how you referred to metal being like progressive, you know.
it really is, man. System of a Down. Come on.
I just
like
wanna-
the drums in that, for example, and what does it come down
every
to?
single layer in System is great. Like
But the
So
drumming,
basically, I can tell to an organizer, right, of an event that
Yeah.
I play prog.
yeah.
Basically, I can play.
you're hired.
I can play.
I play prog.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
This is gold, man.
Imagine if they go to Google and they type in what is prog and it says prog is bullshit and it's like your channel.
That'd be the best outcome.
After as a DJ, you
Dude,
tell
I'm behind that
organizer.
100%.
Misha, I
my
play prog.
goodness.
Let's search it up.
This is
Prog is
so
bullshit.
hilarious. This is.
You don't want to get
I'm
busted.
gonna do my darndest,
like-
as the Southerners say,
What's
to
that?
make that happen. I'm
Darn.
gonna do my darndest. There's a Southern expression, Southern American expression, in fact.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, not Australian. They'd be like, like
Misha,
Victorian.
Jesus
Get
Christ.
out of here.
I didn't have anything to drink. But cheers.
yeah.
Oh wait, we can fill your glass up with some
Oh
absinthe.
no, yeah. I should probably get a whole glass of absinthe.
Cheers.
Wait, and you didn't give me any.
No, man, you
Oh,
drink
sorry,
too
bro.
fast.
No, I was like wanting a top up.
Oh yeah, have some of this. Have some of this. You sure you don't want some of that?
He's a true
You gotta-
friend.
you gotta
Hey,
know.
he's a true friend. You refused, you know, and Gussie, my good buddy.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
know.
give you a drop.
Like I bought a six pack, but I don't know if it's my six
I
pack
got-
that
I
we're
got-
drinking.
I got-
I think it's
You got
probably
enough for a
Misha's.
cheers, for sure, for a toast.
No, I'll sip this. I'll
so
enjoy
don't
it.
you give me that bullshit.
Schlampe.
If you got enough prog bullshit, but
You see this? So usually with a glass like this, there's like 3 cases, right? You could either leave this amount behind, be like, oh, I'm not drinking it.
I'm liking this.
you took already cheers, so you gotta.
Yeah. Or you could like, you know,
gotta-
enjoy
you
it
gotta-
and sip it slowly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, really.
Dude, that could last a long time.
Or you could just like down it because it's like it's almost gone. So I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna down it.
Yeah.
But dude, this could last me another 10
I'm
minutes.
down it. I'm
No.
down it. Yeah.
Another 10 minutes.
Do you want me another drop?
Another 10
That's
minutes.
a lot to 20. Okay.
I've got to say though, if you enjoyed that amount for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
that's living.
Yeah, well, that should be 20 now.
We got 20 minutes to go.
20 minutes.
I'll get my foot going for another 20. But we really got another like 10 minutes max, guys. I
Max.
think we need to wrap it up.
Prog is bullshit.
But again, about prog, like if a promoter says, "I want you to play prog," I will be like, "Prog, fucking what?"
They ask you to play prog.
Yeah.
Well, you could
Can you
ask.
play prog?
Well, no, you need more specific style.
exactly.
Like, tell them like what style they're expecting.
Yeah.
Is it an R&B night? Like
Yeah.
old school
Well, some people like,
classics.
if I want to play a prog, they will.
If it's an R&B night, they're probably not asking you to play prog. But
so, are you saying
that's
there
gold.
is no prog in R&B?
yes, that's what I'm saying. On
There isn't.
record, like R&B, it's
no.
not one of my favorite genres of all time.
No, but
love
like
it.
seriously,
It absolutely
it may
is, that's what I was
not be
saying.
your favorite, but like seriously,
There's
no
Is-
prog?
Is there prog in R&B?
No.
No?
I would say no. There's no prog.
Is there prog in hip hop?
Yeah, prog definitely with melodies and samples, you know, like how it evolves. Like you think it's it, and it changes again.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Like one of the things I've been writing lately is like, rather than your straight 16 patterns, I'm doing like a 12 bar rap pattern. So it's like a 12 bar blues.
Yeah, man.
But rapped, and then it's like a cool break sample, kick back in another 12 bar pattern, rather than like a straight 16. But it still sounds right, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that
you're giving that 4 bar spacing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So it's 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars.
Yeah, I guess that's, you know, definitely.
That's prog.
Well, I don't know if I would classify that as prog.
No, it's not prog. It's blues.
I'm just fucking.
I think it is progressive though. When you mix it up like
if
that.
If it is prog, well, then it's prog.
It's
then,
prog, man.
right?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Here you go. Oh, cheers to that, man.
Wait, so
Cheers.
wait, what was the question again?
Yeah,
There's no
what did you ask
question.
us?
There was no question.
Are you sure?
I completely
Just a
like
good laugh,
zoned
man.
out. Right.
I thought you asked us what you should play if an organizer asked you to play prog.
Yeah.
To play
like
prog.
no, what yeah, like yeah.
So I
what-
play blues and R&B at like a peak time slot on main stage.
Well,
You know what
but
I'm saying? Like,
And then what? Then,
really kill the floor.
well, no, but do you realize that attracts a lot of people? Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of people
If you're
love it.
playing, if you're singing especially and playing those classics, people are gonna want to come and dance. You
Yeah,
know,
good
they
point.
love
Yeah,
the classics.
but will
But-
you be ever booked again? But
No, 'cause that's
that's a pretty stretch.
that's a warm up, right? So if the organizer
that's just,
asks
yeah,
you
jamming.
what is prog, you know, or like, you know, play me prog,
Prog is an intro, man.
like it's
Yeah,
your
prog's an
no,
intro.
but
That's good.
Hey.
We got it. We nailed it. Prog's an intro.
prog's an intro.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, why not?
You can use it in an outro as an outro, but it's
You're giving me some ideas.
I'm gonna sample this shit too.
Yeah. Can you sample? Can you sample and send us the clips?
I definitely can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you send me the raw audio, I can sample and
But that takes effort and time of
Yeah.
chopping, you know.
Yeah. It's just gonna take time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be stored, and the thing is, I cannot even store this yet because I'm full. I need to buy another hard drive first before storing it, so I'm maxed out like this.
so this might just go into the ether.
Yeah. Like
No,
Misha's
absolutely not.
659 other projects
That's
that are
absolutely
Other
pending
podcasts, not
pending
interviews.
editing.
No, this is
Buffer
absolutely
size
not
full.
gonna go into the ether.
No,
no.
I'm just saying your buffer size is full.
This content should not go into the ether. This is
We got
gold
some
content.
good stuff out, man. We talk some fundamentals,
Legend.
and that's really what it takes,
My
hey,
boy.
brother.
Yeah. Not like this, we should go like this.
Yeah,
Like sideways.
totally.
It's more
Co-
gangster.
COVID safe.
Yeah.
Gangster. I mean,
I appreciate you guys
Meeting.
coming on
Yeah.
to my podcast
That's
and
cool.
having a chat.
And just the connections, right? Like how,
yeah.
like, you know how people say everyone knows everyone, you know? I never met you, bro.
But I didn't. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know, you, but
we
like,
met
you
in
know,
passing.
you know,
once,
my partner.
like-
I've met your brother.
Yeah,
you know,
fully.
and like we know people together, and now we meet 10 years later. Or how old are you? We meet 30 years later.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
30.
I'm not that old.
Oh, what?
Wasn't 30 years later.
How old are you? How old are you?
The great. I'm 35, man.
Oh, you. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
How old are you?
32.
32.
Yeah, man.
You
Time
don't look a day over 30.
time
I'll be
comes
honest.
quick, man.
41.
You are? That's good age.
Yeah. But I'm glad that this podcast was able to bring us together, you two together for the first time, us together for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
You know how it is last minute, right? Misha is like, hey, bro, what are you doing today? You should come over. And yeah, I managed to pull through. And
It
I-
was an excellent
I was-
production choice, I'll say, because, you know, Misha and I, we were getting along really well and we could keep talking, but it's always good to bounce ideas. And I
Yeah,
think
true.
that's probably the theme of this last podcast.
Yeah,
like
well,
collection
you
and
two guys could have
collaboration.
had a DNM together, you know, like meats properly.
Well, that's what I said. I always wanted to mix it up, especially people who don't know each other. You know, bring them in the mix, and then you get different.
And next minute we have this like
ideas.
mad track we're gonna produce.
Yeah.
What was it called again? Do you remember what the track's gonna be? The style of the track? We're doing the metal.
Oh, we're doing a rap metal.
No, not rap metal. Metal techno.
Metal techno.
Metal techno.
Was it?
Was it really?
I prefer drum and bass over techno.
That's right. As long as we keep it
You
120
guys said
and
metal
you do,
techno. I bloody.
if you do that British shit,
Rewind.
No, it wasn't metal techno.
Oh, it was bloody.
Definitely.
metal techno.
And I said that?
it was middle rap, wasn't it?
Metal techno.
rap?
It's definitely metal techno. Guys.
Metal. Sorry, I went New Zealand for a second there.
Well, we'll find out, right? We got it
Yeah.
all on camera.
But don't forget, guys, we won't disappoint you.
yes.
We're definitely going to make this track. So we got to focus on 2 tracks first.
Yeah.
Definitely the one featuring Nisha
So I
rapping.
think as the last
Yeah,
thing we
I'd
should
love
do
to,
is
That's a good call.
we should do. So we should do this shot of this. We should do a shot of this Poncho Fox
Absinthe.
absinthe. Yes. To top
Oh yeah,
to
shout outs
finish
to
this.
shout outs to Paddy. What a legend. He's such a nice guy.
So we got something floating in the bottom.
Yeah, I was wondering about the residue, whether it's meant to be in there.
That's how it should be.
Is that straight wormwood? Like,
You got to mix it up because some people don't mix it up.
Because
Because when you mix it up, then you get those flakies. And that's actually the hallucinogenic that makes you, you know.
Yeah. Let's do. I'll just do the little one. Yeah, half a shot.
it
or
better
something.
be little because I do have to work.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but you guys are used to it.
No, I'm not, dude. Maybe you should give me a lift home, dude.
I can give you a lift home.
So here we are,
do you
finishing the
live again?
podcast. Thank you
Reindeer.
guys.
Yeah, that's
thank
right.
you.
I'm coming out to your studio, man. We're gonna make shit happen.
Thank you to
you're gonna be
Poncho
magic.
Fox. Thank you.
Should we
to...
do some live rap? Sorry.
Yeah, let's
Wrapping
do.
up.
Let's do some live rapping. We can do it separately, record it separately, or as part. Well, let's do it now. Start it up,
create
and
something,
thank you to everyone who is listening and watching. And let's have a shot and do a little bit of a live session. Let's see what we can do.
Thank
Big ups
you.
to
Guys,
Solid P. Thank you very much.
Thank
Misha.
you, Poncho Fox. Thanks for cheers, guys. Thanks for coming. Oh, that's gonna be bitey. Oh,
Tastes good.
that's actually that's pretty
Shout outs
smooth.
to Poncho Fox. Like,
That's pretty smooth. Yeah, it's probably.
that's some like medicine-y goodness.
I don't know if it's gonna burn because it's 45%.
It is like there's the slightest bit of flame.
Yeah,
yeah.
it
The
is.
slightest,
Yeah.
dude.
It's got
pretty
some
smooth.
residue.
I reckon it's not 40. I reckon they're just saying 42, you know?
Well,
Just
it's
tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's actually
It's actually
47.
A 60.
It's 47.
actually a 60.
It's actually.
It's like I'll drop it a third. I can't sell it.
Dude, that was so smooth for absinthe.
pretty. Yeah.
It was
Bro,
very, very nice.
I think it's the first time I've had it. Quite frankly, just confess on this podcast.
No way, really?
I can't remember.
I thought you had it on the podcast.
I may have. I can't
I
remember.
may have.
Well, it's always a display bottle.
Yeah,
it's
true,
only like
true.
who's actually keen to have a shot.
PROG is bullshit.
Look at this for a collection, though.
That's sick,
What a
bro.
set! Like,
Yeah.
this is the first set I've been on for a podcast. Speaking of podcasts, I have written some music for podcasts.
You have?
Yeah, like intro tracks and shit. Shout out Tom and Frenchie,
What?
Ruthless.
No way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, and made some like World War III some sample-based rap shit for him.
Really? As like an intro, like featuring. Like,
No, they played that. It's like more of a hypnotic kind of dancey track, but yeah.
The music for this podcast that I have featured, it's by an artist, Australian artist called Alba.
Alba, yeah.
The prog is bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's sick, man.
That's
okay,
by
cool.
Alba.
I want to get the
it's a
sample
2020
off you. Prog is bullshit because I was looking for it in audio clips on YouTube, like just people talking.
Ah, you know who it
I'm
is?
always looking for the shit.
It is actually the sample. The vocals are by Big Greek from Rap FC. So
Oh, okay.
What?
that's-
On the
yeah.
track?
Oh, that's
Oh, sick.
No, not on the track.
Oh.
I mixed it with the track. So there was,
Yeah,
there's
you
a
dro-
track.
yeah,
I
Wait,
put-
you
yeah.
made a remix?
Yeah, you remixed
No, I
it.
just put it layers. I just layered rigs.
He put the Prog
You know
is
when-
bullshit.
So wait, so that doesn't classify as a remix?
It does.
So is it a remix or not? Is it prog? Is it not?
No, it's
Like-
not a remix. No.
Alright.
The thing is, Rick was here and they did a live performance, and at the beginning of the performance he was here at the microphone. He said
Yes.
"Prog is bullshit," so I sampled that "Prog is bullshit," his vocals,
cool. I like
and
that.
then that track came out just before I released my first episode. This cool track came out. I thought, oh, this one is like it's called "Bad Boy" by Alba, Australian
Sick.
artist. Just released like in November, and just when I
Really?
was releasing, I'm like, oh,
Dude, that's pushing the culture. That's
that-
why I love
Wait, so
Solid
whose voice?
Professor.
Whose
Like,
voice?
That's
Is
Big
it?
Rick.
It's Big Rick's voice.
from Rap FC. Yeah, Prog is bullshit.
That's
yeah,
him?
I just put effects on
What a
it.
legend,
yeah, I just
man.
put effects on it.
What?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I always
Yeah.
wondered like how
It's
that
a-
whole thing came together.
Yeah, this
Big
was
Rick
him.
in the
Well,
house.
that-
What a
that-
legend.
Yeah, it's one-
Yeah.
That you know, it's out of that one.
Prog
I
is
just sampled.
bullshit.
That's
yeah,
a
and
good.
then yeah.
That's a good point too. Actually, I should have just like recorded myself doing it and like detuned it a little, and it sounded pretty
so-
much bang on.
Yeah, so that was him, but I just thought
Well-
it was cool that it was him from the first episode. Yeah. So,
And how long have you known those guys for? And Big Rick and the
I-
whole team and everyone.
I met him at about I think November.
Yeah.
December.
So was it fresh? Was it a fresh relation?
December
Yeah,
when
very
last
fresh.
year.
The year before 2020, December
Oh, yeah,
2020,
yeah.
just
The-
maybe
the
2
year
months before I
before,
met you.
Wow.
2 months before the concert. Oh, yeah. 1 month before the
Yeah,
concert.
yeah.
Oh, their first show.
Yeah.
Their first show.
Their
Rap
first
FC
show.
on December 18th.
You got memory. Yeah.
18th. Yeah. At the
fuck.
sideway. At the sideway. Oh. So that's what I
That's
met.
so sick, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
what
the
met
evolution of artists.
Rick
like,
and Eric,
to be there at
Rick and
ground
Duncan
level.
first time, and then I went and helped them build the stage that they were building. Yeah, and then that concert that they put on. That's
Yeah.
where I met you.
That's
just
right.
before that.
I met
yeah.
Nisha there.
And
So
all
do
that,
you
yeah.
make beats for the Rap FC guys? Or?
Well, hey,
No,
not yet, man.
did
but
just,
one day, once I
Dude,
actually
you
find.
Mike, you
This
fucking
guy.
this guy.
Well, hey, I'm not rushing.
This guy,
anything.
both of you guys.
I'm
keen
just
to
giving
be-
things time, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I'm waiting for the collaboration. I can make beats for days, bro.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
keen to
I
be
feel you,
like a
man. Like I can rap for
I'm
days.
gonna write some lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And then
fucking throw some.
and then we all sit together and we
Yeah.
all think and write together.
Yeah.
We write, you know,
Yeah.
and we work on the breakdown. How do we want the track to flow and go? You know?
Yeah.
And one of the great lessons I've learnt recently, because I've been into music for so long, and I've been like dedicating a lot of my mind to it, but never quite dedicating my whole mind to it, is like quality comes from quantity. You've got to like put out content. You got to like do as much as you can, and then it starts to get real good. Like,
real good.
yeah.
Like, I can put that into perspective because a lot of people make a lot of tracks and they put a lot of hard work, but they push them a lot,
Yeah.
and then like they don't get the recognition for the tracks, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's so often or it's so constant. It's like
You got to hit that moment as
Yeah,
well. It's
yeah.
such a timing.
it's
thing.
like, you know, a lot of people are waiting as well. You
Yeah.
know, like my friends are waiting, dude, for some stuff that I've been like working on in the background. But like it's gonna come out, you know. Like I don't have to rush and do it now because I'm, you know, trying to develop something.
It'll be better because of that, I think.
Yeah.
Because of the like distillation.
time will
process.
come.
Yeah.
You know.
Like-
Of course, you want it now. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
You want it now.
And I've got
but-
stuff you can listen to now as well. Like I'll start putting stuff up just because, you know, like preview shit.
Yeah.
And then actually drop the tracks that are properly worked on. And good.
I'm just kind of stuck on the video aspect at the moment, guys. That's why I haven't been putting enough into music.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Learning music.
I also
production
think
and
they
all
should-
that.
But didn't you recently start
Don't
music?
grab the microphone, please. Just leave it and don't touch it.
Can I eat it?
No, don't touch it at all. it's very sensitive. I can hear bloody every little touch. My God, so heavy. Will everywhere else. So.
Let's sample.
So let's put something.
Do some
on.
Foley shit right now.
Let's
do
see
some
what you can
Foley
do.
shit
Yeah.
right
So
now.
this is gonna be the end of the podcast. Let's see what we can do.
Is this a feature? Should I stand up?
We can do it if you want. We can do a separate feature, stand up. Yeah.
If I go take a piss right
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably
Let's do that.
Because like
you
you know,
alright?
we
Yeah.
can
That out?
we can dial
But
sounds.
you can
in.
start. Yeah. Do
We-
that.
we-
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just don't want to be
piss,
uncomfortable.
Yeah, all good. No. We'll set that up for you separately. But for meanwhile, power it up. Start it on.
All right, here we go.
Play
This
some
is-
beats.
This is a sample we just made.
Podcast Episode 7 with Solid Professor Dr Tiaz making those beats pressing.
My side chick is fine. My side chick is fine. I pulled up in the phone.
Right, we're back.
We're back. Sorry about that. Bodily functions always win over.
Well, I think that's it pretty much. I think we'll probably wrap it up here. Thanks. Don't touch it. Just leave it.
Did you hear that?
Just leave it.
No,
Yeah,
I
heard it.
I
Just
picked
nod.
up the
Yeah,
mic.
I
and
heard
glass
it.
fell.
Just leave it.
I want to sample it.
Just leave it. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
But then
you got it.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone. PROG is Bullshit podcast.
Podcast number 7.
Episode 7.
I do wish it was number 8
Yeah.
because 8 is my lucky number.
Oh, true.
well, that's-
I was
like
hoping
7,
6,
mate.
but,
If
know,
you gave
get
me
what
some
you're
heads
given.
up, if you gave me some heads up besides 3 hours.
I'm grateful for you coming. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Good friend.
Awesome
You're a good
talking
friend.
to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.
Well, we're signing out.
Cheers.
Matthias, aka
All the best. Yeah.
Angus,
That's
Whomples, whatever
it.
you want to call me.
Yeah.
Whatever I introduce myself to you as.
Cheers. PROG.
PROG is bullshit.